Hello. So we are back with the second game of the Speedboat finals for January and February. And it's the same players as yesterday. We still don't know who was who in the first game. But we do know that Austria, Italy, and Germany from the first game were the only ones who ended up with results at all. So those three players will be going into this game with an advantage. Whoever it is, speculation, but no confirmation. And the rest of the players will probably just be playing to catch up. So yeah, should be an exciting game. Eber, do you want to start us off in the West?
Everything in the West looks pretty standard, except obviously for the move of Kiel to Holland, which is an interesting choice by Germany, giving Russia to Sweden without even any contest. Which letting Russia into Sweden might not be a bad thing, but not even giving yourself the option, maybe that's not the best choice. But yeah, that's interesting. Obviously, England getting into the Channel, uncontested. France opening pretty standard for press, but that's not a common opening in gunboat necessarily, because you obviously leave English Channel open, and then sometimes you'll have trouble covering Marseille if, for example, Germany would move to Burgundy with the Italian army in Piedmont. France would have trouble covering Marseille with this opening, but luckily he didn't get bounced in Burgundy, so not everything has gone wrong for France in 1901.
Yeah, I personally hate the opening to Holland because I believe that Kiel should go to Denmark as often as Khan goes to Bulgaria, which is pretty much 100% of the time. And if I'm England and I see Germany going to Holland, I am very unhappy with Germany and play accordingly. But we'll see. We'll see how I end up dealing with it. All right. Pixie, what do you think about the East?
The East seems pretty straightforward. Smyrna moves today compared to yesterday, and then we have the peculiar Italian opening that Speedboat has become fond to for some of our players with moving to Piedmont and up into Venice. I'm interested to see if it immediately heads against Austria, which it has in the last couple of league games. I think people, while this is supposed to be more anti-France, with Paris being in Burgundy and Germany being so pro-France, I think Italy might maybe just be like, let's get some quick gains and then maybe go fight the West. See, other than that, nothing particularly special. Russia, knowing that they're going to get likely 2 builds, is another above average game for Russia already. So, gotta be happy for them, right?
I mean, in the previous above average game, they got wiped out. So, not sure. Definitely Kiel going to Holland is considerably above average for Russia. So, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm considering most people put Russia pretty far down on their preference lists. It's possible that Russia is one of the top 3 players from last game. So.
Oh, did you guys reverse the order?
A good start for them might be lucky.
Huh.
I think he did. That's what we did last month, or the last season. So I just told Gorilla to do everything the same. So we'll see if he did.
There's like no size of board. The only size of board top I would accept in game 1 in exchange for having to play Turkey in game 2 is a solo. So maybe there's some sort of meta gaming strategy there. But well, hopefully it works out.
I mean, other people pick Turkey higher, so you wouldn't necessarily get Turkey. But
do they?
Picking 7th doesn't mean you get picking 7th doesn't mean you get worse power. Last month, like the first 5 people got their top power because they all picked a different power.
Interesting.
Was Turkey
it was
at the
pretty
bottom
intense. I don't remember. It was probably the bottom half.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if anyone put it as their top power in this kind of league. But
yeah.
All right.
He also did a coin flip for every place, but we should keep going.
Oh yeah, the coin flip thing that Gorilla came up with. It's pretty neat. Power allocation. Shocker, Russia gets Sweden.
Impossible.
Rest.
France decides to trust England with everything and gets bitten in the breast. Germany gets 3 builds. Germany gets 3 builds. England gets 2. France has 1.
How bad is this
Russia
for
has
France?
not a good day for France. Pretty
I
bad.
don't think
And we've got Italy. We've got Italy, and I guess Italy could help France out by pestering Munich, but he is in Tunis and Piedmont, so it's perfectly possible that he just goes after France anyway. So it's pretty bad for France, but it's even harder to kill France in Speedboat than it is in Press, so he might be fine.
Meh. Yeah, we'll
I-
see. It
Anyway.
could end up fine for him, but it could also go very downhill very fast. So who knows?
Yeah. And we'll see what Germany does, because he's got a lot of flexibility in the builds here. So if he builds 2 fleets, it might be great for France.
Fleet Berlin is just I don't give a fuck play. I'm not sure I've ever seen it work out for Germany building like those two that kind of build in 01. It's just a little bit
I
awkward.
almost got aboard top doing that once.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was part of an FG, and then I stabbed him, but then he stabbed me back, and it beside the point.
Oh,
Sounds like Speedboat. Like, just stop
It
stabbing guys.
was face to face.
Wait, what?
It was actually
Wait.
a face to face game, but yeah,
Which
it was one of
girl?
the VDL ones back in the summer. It was
Oh.
VDL in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is the
It
friend?
was interesting. Jay Hunold, I think.
Oh, yeah. No, I've played Germany to Jay's France, and I don't think it worked out as well for us as it did for you. But
Yeah, I mean, I still lost. Turkey got like 11 centers. I only had 9, so whatever.
Rest in peace.
Turkey outraced me. Anyway, we're not about talking about that game. We're talking about this game.
Yeah. I'm pretty interested to see what will happen.
England's in a pretty fantastic position too.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I guess it depends. Do you think Germany is still anti-England though? That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
I feel like this is a Germany that wants to be anti-England and anti-France at the same time. You know, like he just wants to be pro-Russia. I don't know though. That's just how I feel about it. That's probably what I would do in this situation, to my own detriment.
I mean,
Not that I would ever move to Holland.
Germany
I
in
don't think-
1901 with 3 builds. Pretty much the West is yours to do with as you like, right? I mean.
Exactly. So why would you let England or France get any more powerful?
And would you build double fleets here?
Like, if you want to go with Russia, I think you build 1, just because where's Fleet Berlin going to go other than Baltic, and that Russia won't like that. And you want Russia to build an army in St. Pete or something and take Norway. That's what you
They're
want
already
from
going
Russia.
to though. They're already going to.
Exactly.
Based on this board.
But you don't want them to like bounce you in Baltic or something, or try to go to Baltic to keep your fleets out. So I'd say build fleet keel and 2 armies, or 1 army and build the fleet later. I don't know.
This
Then you got to worry about Army Trolia too.
Yeah. I feel like Army Munich is a must, but other than that, there's a bit of room to play around. I might actually consider waiving 1 here, but I don't know. It has its drawbacks.
Yeah.
All right. What do they do? Okay. 1 fleet, 2 armies makes sense.
Double down. We completely ignored the East, but I think that's mostly fine. It's really only the move to Tyrolia that was of any interest. And that could mean a lot of things. It could mean attacking Austria, it could mean poking Munich, it could mean whatever. Done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Italy being
Standard builds in the East too.
so far. So far, so good.
Italy moved to Tyrolia.
Yeah, let the guessing commence.
England with a fleet and an army. Interesting.
Do you think that's a correct build?
Not if Germany's coming after you. Where are you going to put that army? Into Picardy or something?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, this just looks pretty telegraphed that you're going to be trying to convoy into Norway, but you can't really do that because Norway's going to fall, but Norway might fall
Exactly.
anyways if Germany decides to tap north. So it's not the best
Right.
situation.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, I don't know. This
It's
speedboat,
like convoying with North Sea feels better in this situation because it can't get cut, but it's still like, where are you going to convoy it to? Like all the bases are filled.
yeah.
Like if Brest had gotten bounced in the English Channel, maybe, but then you wouldn't have another build to build an army. So.
It's always tough for England, right? Speedboat is just, I'm pretty sure the latest season has English stats just very poor, and that's just the way the meta is right now. It might improve for England soon, but right now it's just pretty nasty. And tactically speaking, you don't have that many options. So
Yeah.
yeah, nothing
I'm
too
sitting-
interesting down here, right? Just the norm.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting here wondering actually maybe
Pretty
if
much.
England should have thrown North Sea into Norway in the fall instead, and then moved out of the channel and not taken Bray, sacrificing a build. But then you're kind of trying to make a plea to Russia to be like, hey, I know Germany is all nice to you, but just an army in Denmark seems pretty deal with. And then if you get kicked out anyway, you just retreat into Ska. You have a messy position.
Right.
And then you don't piss off France, which don't think. I think maybe Germany is actually way ahead of all of us, and is like, you're correct. Germany's anti-England and anti-France, but because England has, like yesterday, bugged France in the beginning, they're just like, it's not going to be able to sort out an EF at all.
To be fair, it is an outrageously good meta in my personal opinion for Germany. Both on Nexus and on WebDip actually. It's one of like the commonalities that they share. It's just a very good meta for Germany in both places that I'm currently playing, I guess. So I mean, you just get to the point where Germany is pretty much always building 3, and if they're not, they're building 2, and then like everyone else around them is going to start fighting each other. So then you can play the whole game as Germany without really an ally and still have a strong board top. Just like attack everyone and don't do anything incredibly stupid, and you're fine like in most games.
Exactly. They just can attack whoever they want, whenever they want, however they want. It's pretty insane.
It is the perk of being Germany.
Barring, yeah, except for like moving to Prussian Silesia in 01 or something. That's incredibly stupid. So.
But like Russia has so many problems to deal with. You just can't create problems for you. It's like it's pretty broken because Austrians will never AIR in gunboat. They'll just go attack Russia and take all the dots. Then
Exactly.
not much pressure on Germany, but it is the meta and you have to play around it. So
Right.
Let's see. Okay.
What? What the hell? How is this an EG?
Because they've decided it's one, I guess.
Oh, God.
I guess
That's so weird.
An offer from England to an extent, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. England's moves were pretty pro Germany.
And the
I
builds.
mean, going to Brest is pretty pro Germany.
Right.
Yeah, but Germany built everything as if he was going to go against England. But
To be fair,
so much for moving to Holland, I guess.
This was the way to only build one fleet and ensure that he didn't get bounced from Baltic. Like if he builds a fleet in Berlin only, he's definitely getting bounced from Baltic. So I mean,
Yeah,
it makes some
That's
sense.
true.
I like the Italian moves, Piedmont to Marseille to roll the mod string of bounces. Love to see it. And England's gonna hold on to Brest.
Yeah.
So this is not badly done by England. Like I've been seeing the trick more lately, where France in this kind of position just doesn't bounce Mao and just sends Paris to Brest. So just like picks up Brest and lets England walk into Mao, and sometimes it works. But if England decides not to order Brest to Mao, then you look pretty silly. So
yeah. And now Italy is moving against France.
yeah.
So.
It's the dog pile.
Which is probably the right choice at this point.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they probably thought there was an FG.
Oh, that's possible, yeah.
right? And in that case, you're like, central triple, baby. Let's go. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not loving
I
this
don't know. I
about
feel like
Austria.
in this situation, Italy, either you take those at least a couple dots for yourself, or you let France die a few years later. Like, it doesn't seem like a terrible decision to go after France in this situation.
Yeah.
How many
And
dots is he
Because
going to get out of it, though?
well, it depends on what France wants. But Marseille and Spain tend to be pretty easy. Obviously, if England keeps going after Iberia, he can take them. But
Yeah.
that's really up. That's you're betting that like the EG isn't going to stay together for after France dies, basically.
I mean, this is a game where 4 people are trying to solo and 3 people are just trying to get a board top. So there could be some play there, like
That's
no
true.
matter what strategy you choose, depending on who your neighbors are and what the identities are. So who knows?
Yeah.
It is true. A quick elimination, as long as it's not you, is probably pretty good for you if it's your neighbor. So like the old EG Italian crush France quick meta is not unreasonable. But and Austria can't really like, what are they going to complain to you about? There's no press to be like, hey,
Yeah,
why are
exactly.
you leaving me? It's like it's just going to be Austria being like, well, I guess I just try to stand still for as long as possible. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not liking
Albania.
this from Austria. It's like Russia's gonna get into Galicia next turn, right? Unless you guess really well, and then you're gonna start
Right.
having problems when Russia gets into Galicia, and then it's a long grind from there
Yeah,
on.
and yeah, even though Russia's going to lose his northern centers, it doesn't really matter because he can just pop the fleet. Like, it'll just be even. So he'll keep all those units in the south and keep going. So
Right.
Yep.
And there's no timer starting on losing St. Petersburg either, because it kind of depends on where Eddie goes. You know,
right,
it's probably not going to be next year, because you could maybe,
probably not.
stand still or guess the army or bounce Norway, right?
Yeah.
I guess Germany's going to be in Sweden. They might
Yeah,
support you
try
in
bouncing
Norway,
Norway or
but
Finland or something.
yeah,
Yeah, but he could try to guess. He could try to guess right and bounce Finland if England moves army Finland, Norway, Finland, and fleet North Sea, Norway to get St. Pete. But that's obviously risky. Then you got an army stuck in Finland and England's in St. Pete.
Yeah, those are the kind of guesses, right? You never really want to be in that sort of position, but if you're Russia, you often will be. So
Yeah.
let's have a look.
oh, they messed up.
Okay.
They screw up the convoy. Ah!
No! England! No! No!
Oof. Oof.
I had half a mind to be like, I wonder if they, but only because it happened to me like last week, and I was so mad. It was Germany. I was like, leave me alone.
That's amazing.
So, just to do a little bit of speculation, Ed frequently misses convoys. He frequently writes support when he has to write convoy.
So we're saying Ed's England?
He could be. He could be.
I don't.
He usually ends up doing very well, in spite of it, to the point where I'm starting to wonder maybe he does well because of all like the misorders, the Chris Brand way. So it really makes me think about what I need to be working on. But yeah, I
Misordering
don't know.
more.
I think St. Pete supporting Sweden to Norway had to be the correct move here, right? Because that's the only way you can ensure that England doesn't, like, if you do that, you ensure that England can't order Norway to Finland and convoy into Norway. Like, you don't have to self-bounce, just attack him in Norway. You can't like go to Finland and also keep Norway.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Kind of principle of making them.
And then he would have gotten Norway, and England would have been completely screwed.
Yep. Germany is so nice.
In other news, Italy gets Marseille. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I do say, I think maybe if you're England there, maybe you just disband Norway. if your stab has failed, all of a sudden that army in Finland kind of useless. You just kind of move on with your
Well,
life.
you disband Yorkshire. I would
No,
disband
you
Yorkshire
disband Finland.
because it's
Like, you can't be thinking about expansion anymore. You have to be thinking about home security at that point.
Because Germany's about to build another fleet coming for you since they're +1.
yeah. I mean, if you want to, like, I mean, I say disband Yorkshire, keep Norway, and then if you want to, convoy it back.
No, the
But
problem would
we've
be that
seen that you can't
in the
really do
world where England
convoys.
disbands, Norway would be retreating to Finland. So that's where it would be.
Oh, right.
Like, England isn't polling right now because he hasn't lost Norway, but if he did.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yeah. This is just so sad.
Yeah. If it retreated to Finland, you definitely disband it.
Yeah, this
It
is
is sad.
tragic. It's tragic. Oh.
Anyway,
What?
happy news. Italian is in Mao. This is great.
Yep.
Great for
Italian is in
Italy.
Mao. That's great
Big
for
fan.
Italy.
I'm pissed
Fantastic
off
for
if I'm
Italy.
Austria. I am not happy with how Italy's fucked off all the way to the west. But
What are you gonna do about it?
I mean,
yeah, I mean it's
Austria
better than them smashing you from behind.
I suppose.
Because look at this. Think about it. Think about it this way. There's a world in which Austria can win the tournament. Because if they're one of the three people who were tops, who were the scorers in the last game, and like the other two get eliminated or get a lower score than you win the tournament, right?
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So if they get like 10 points or something, and Italy tops, but they only get like 30, then they end up winning anyway because they already have 30 from the last game. I'm making up the numbers, but you know what I'm saying. So maybe they don't care. But if they're one of the people who scored 0, they're really mad. You're right.
You are way too calm about this. I think this is why you have good results in tournaments and I do not. Because I was about to say right now, Austria has the power to completely tank Italy's tournament. Just walk all the units, Greece to Ion, Vienna to Tyrolia, Budapest down to Trieste. Boom, Italy's not winning this league, and that's what I was thinking of. But obviously your way is more sensible. So.
You can do it in the spring.
I mean, I would dispute the fact that I have good results in tournaments, but I don't dispute the fact that I'm more sensible than you.
Fair.
Definitely more sensible than you.
It depends on which sense of sense you mean, but it's debatable.
Definitely true. Also,
Yeah.
I don't like Austria's lack of creativity here.
Yeah?
I was gonna say, should they try to make any kind of alliance with Russia or Turkey or anything? Or
well, they didn't do anything interesting with the moves. They just did exactly the same thing as last time. For some reason, like, what are you doing? Like,
it's arguably the correct.
Go for Romania. Like, what are you doing?
He's never.
Like, you know they're gonna order this.
Like, he has to order this. Like, even though it's totally predictable, it's predictable because
Bud de Gaulle, Vienna supports Bud de Gaulle, Sir de Brum, Alb de Sir, Greece to Aegean again.
I think it depends on the feel you're getting from Russia. You've had 3 turns, right, to kind of get a feel for what Russia is doing. And I would kind of agree that Russia hasn't done anything special. But if I was Austria, I probably would have ordered the exact same thing again, because this is the first move where somebody would show you that they're willing to think at that next, like, rock, paper, scissors level.
Right.
So
Diplomacy
now you'd
is
be
literally
like, oh,
rock,
okay.
paper, scissors.
Right now, like next turn,
Diplomacy
I'm
is
going
rock,
to
paper,
Bohemia.
scissors.
I'm bouncing Bohemia, right? Because I'm like, oh, I know exactly. I can see what's going on here. Yeah, you're like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
If they trick me, then I'm like, all right, good, you tricked me. Where?
Sorry, I don't agree. Diplomacy.
But Turkey and Austria have ordered exactly the same orders for like 3 years.
It's not rock, paper, scissors. It's like our middle school class president election. It's like that. It's not like rock, paper, scissors. And rock, paper, scissors is at least fair. Like, you have a third chance of winning and a third chance of draw and a third chance of losing. I think that's right. So.
But there's no luck in rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my God! No, we're not going there. No luck in rock.
Just moves the turn forward. Okay, another fleet from Germany. Shocker.
Shocker, yeah.
Suddenly, Germany builds a fleet. Impossible.
Just think of how much better this position would be for England if that convoy to Holland had actually been a convoy.
Right.
This is just so bad now. Gosh.
Yeah.
This hurts.
pops Gagarak, which I guess what else do you take off?
Yeah.
This isn't terrible for England, though, right? You're going to support Russia into Finland, right? They might
Russia's not
take
in
it, I
Sky
guess.
anymore. Oh, into Finland, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
They're gonna
but
try
why
to
would
do
Russia
that.
go
They're
to
gonna make a
Finland?
supported attack on Belgium, maybe. I mean,
Exactly. Why would Russia go to Finland?
you got me there.
Also, the other thing, the moment
It's
that
just
England stops doing support hold Brest, like Brest is lost. So it's not
exactly.
a whole lot of choices.
Well,
But they should in the
I
spring.
guess
but
France
it's
just
2 units for 1 center.
might as well. I guess France might as well just keep hitting Brest because they've got
Yeah.
nothing else to do. Because Spain and Portugal are going to fall anyway. So
Yeah, like if you're France, who do you hate the most here? It's obviously England, right?
obviously.
Get this. This is England who saw Germany open to Holland and still decided that he would go attack France in 01. Like,
That's true.
if I see
Yeah.
Germany opening to Holland, this is a drop everything and bounce him out of Denmark scenario for me.
Bounce it out.
I did that.
I agree.
This is what you were talking about just a second ago. This is your thing, Sarah. And it's like no calm. Go. It's like destroy anyone that doesn't do something I like. There's no room for. Well, I can see that. Calm down.
Okay.
You would do better if you calm down. I know it's great for commentary. Like it's hilarious in commentary. But when you're actually playing, you have to calm down.
No.
I'll consider your advice because I think there might be some logic in it. Okay.
No. On the other hand, if you calm down too much, you just get steamrolled all the time. What the hell?
LMAO.
What the hell?
What? Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Are you?
I thought France would do that. That's what you said.
England
France was like,
redeems
I hate England the most.
himself.
I hate Italy a lot, but they're just a sneaky opportunist. England is the one that caused the opportunity. And help England. I don't know.
I mean,
And now they can take Brest if they want.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is hilarious. Because now England has to decide whether he wants to support Brest or Belgium with that fleet. Because Germany's in Denmark and can cut North Sea. So France can try for Brest and might take it.
Do we like kill Holland here?
I think that's the correct order. I think Germany's orders were correct this turn. It's just that like France and England decided to do this totally bizarre collaboration.
Yep. That is so weird.
Yeah.
And England goes and completely redeems himself by coordinating. Not only did he get a convoy right, he coordinated a support with a convoy. Very impressive.
I mean, and he did it at a point when it doesn't really make much sense to be attempting this. And he did it, and he got away with it, and everything worked out for him.
For some reason.
And now things are looking
that's
poor
amazing.
for Germany. Because Russia just decides, oh, I'm going to come.
Yeah, because Russia's in Silesia. Oh my God. Why? Another news, Austria did something different this time.
I mean, he has to.
Yeah, but they
that.
just did
destroyed.
the ultra defense,
Yeah.
and then they didn't call out Bohemia, but only because to bounce Galicia. So
But
it's
it
like
worked.
you're still
apparently.
picking another turn, whatever.
So guys, I like this. I like
That is so
the
funny.
scissors defense because this is the defense you put where the only way they can take something off you is if Turkey supports Russia into Serbia, right? That's the only way you can lose. And so that's
Yeah.
that's what you do when you think, okay, this Turkey is too selfish to actually be doing that, and it worked. So.
And Turkey just does exactly the same thing again.
I think this could go on for a while, and I think I really like the solution move because of it, because Russia is, like we saw last game, the AR can be great, but it can also just mean that then you get killed later, right? The RT not so much, but if they're seeing what you two are seeing about like a selfish Turkey, they're gonna be like, this Turkey's never gonna put me into Serbia, so screw you all. Nothing will happen.
Russia
It is
would
kind of
be
in Russia's
taking
hands, though, right?
Russia would be taking an Austrian dot this year if he'd ordered Galicia to Bohemia and successfully filled Warsaw into Romania. But the thing that Austrian moves also do is they ensure that Russia cannot backfill Galicia. So that was
Exactly.
again well
Yeah.
done by Austria. It's good. He's fighting well. I like that. And
There's
meanwhile,
also a
Italy.
possibility that Silesia goes to. Go ahead.
Bohemia.
Yeah, there is a possibility of
Oh
that.
yeah.
But in the
Silesia
meanwhile,
to
Italy again shows
Bohemia.
he still doesn't care about the East at all. Like he just doesn't give a flying fuck about Austria. Naples gonna go west as well. Wow.
What do you think the chances are France moves to Tyrrhenian? To have fun. And then even if he loses all his other, like even if he loses, yeah, so France goes western to Tyrrhenian and attacks Brest. And if he loses, he's going to lose Spain and Portugal anyway. Never mind. Italy would get 2 builds. It doesn't matter.
But they might still do it.
They
Yeah,
might
I
still
mean,
do
France really hates Italy. He's pissed off.
it,
It's gonna be interesting.
Even if he did that, Italy would still be in an incredible position, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, if he'd retreated to Portugal, he would have. If he had retreated to Portugal, he could have kept one of Portugal or Spain. But obviously, this just ensures that Italy will.
Yeah.
So, well, it's what it is. Also.
Now Italy gets to do whatever they want.
Yeah. Isn't that what you want to do as Italy?
They can go kill. They can go kill Austria. They can go kill England. They can go kill Germany. They can do whatever they want.
I've always thought this. Okay, Italy is
They can do it Leto.
the power for an asshole playing strategy, because the goal you try to do as Italy is you try to get into a position where everybody has to rely on you, but you don't have to rely on anyone, because realistically nobody can spare the units to deal with you.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be as Italy,
Right.
and this Italy is there. So, by the way, in 5 minutes we're gonna have to
This is fantastic.
and rejoin the meeting because Zoom is gonna kick us out. So, because I don't have Zoom Premium.
Fun.
Yep, fun. Anyhow.
All right. Yeah. Let's do the fall then.
Yep.
Why did the entire world pick Zoom to do all of its internet communication on? Like, why did that happen?
Better than WebEx.
Better than WebEx.
It's not better than Discord, though. It's not better than Discord.
Recordings? Yeah.
Recording? What?
Hmm.
Guys, look at this.
What the hell? What is he doing?
Back-to-back successful
He's going
convoys.
right back home.
he's just really mad right now that he fucked up the convoy the first time. So now he's just trying to show everybody that he can do it by doing it over and over again.
Oh God.
That is so weird.
Wow.
What the heck?
And Germany double covered against Russia. Huh.
Wow. And Russia, if he'd just
What
gone
the
to
heck?
Norway, he would have gotten it and been in a really good position.
Yeah, that too. Build fleet South Coast, go after Germany to it.
I mean, I'd probably just
Um,
attack Norway here, because like, what's England gonna do about it? Either you get it or you don't get it. If
Yeah.
you don't get it, it's not gonna help Germany that you
Yeah.
attack Norway. Like, but
Yeah.
it's a very
That
turn
is
by turn way of
completely
thinking about things.
insane.
I guess the only thing
I
would
guess
be if
he's
you're
like-
worried about Germany getting too strong.
But if you're like, I would rather get it popped and then have a fleet. But I don't know.
Anyhow,
I guess
Wow.
it was a lose Bray or keep Belgium, right? And then even not, maybe Germany throws 4 at it just to be
No,
like,
he wouldn't have kept Belgium.
I'm displeased. Yeah, so
yeah,
Oh,
I'm
right,
not gonna
North Sea.
lie. I think this convoy
Yeah,
back to
I gotta
Yorkshire
go
is
for a
actually
second,
not-
guys.
Sorry.
no worries.
I'll be back. I'll be
Yep.
back.
Okay, since Eber is being right back, shall we take the time to switch to the new meeting now?
Might as well.
Yep. Cool. Hopefully it saves. See you guys in a minute. Cool. So we're here on follow 3, and England has just convoyed into Belgium and convoyed back home into Yorkshire. which I don't think is actually the worst move, because there was a risk that Belgium would just get blown up, and this ensures that you keep the army, which you desperately need. But it was quite funny to see that actually play out. Anything else in this season?
Were they gonna go down one? Would they have been forced? Like, would it have been their disband? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, so I think they could have just let it pop. So then the question is, would you rather have an army in Yorkshire and an army in like London or Liverpool or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Like, is there an advantage to being in Yorkshire? I
No.
am not. No, because you can't convoy it with both. I guess you're closer to if Italy was gonna walk into Irish Sea, maybe, but this is a fall turn, so you would assume they wouldn't. They also want Portugal, right? So
Yeah, like there was, I don't know, like a 1% chance that Italy was doing anything with Mao other than going to Portugal this turn. So you're right. He could just have let it pop if it was gonna pop and just rebuild it. Might even want to rebuild it as a fleet, like depending on how everything looks. There's an argument.
right, exactly. If you're coming to the realization that you're probably not going to take Paris, then you kind of don't need armies anymore. And then you get to see that Italy is signaling, hey, we're cool. Which if I'm Austria, I don't know if I'm completely like thrilled or happy. I don't know, but something's going to change in the south soon. Then, um,
I
but
mean,
yeah, might want a
Italy
fleet.
building 2 counts as a change, right?
Yeah, one of those is probably an army.
Yeah. Army Venice to sort of keep tabs on the situation with Russia.
And then you walk up into Tyrolia,
Yeah.
something
I
like that.
mean,
All right, we can go. Let's see it. Let's see it.
yeah.
I'm not sure there's much else to.
Army Venice, Fleet Naples, the staple build. I like it. France
Yep.
decides he really, really hates Italy, which I sort of understand. Could have
Yeah,
seen
but
that
you can
coming.
easily cover it. Yeah, this is like we can sit here and be calm because we did not suffer the indignities of England and then Italy and then also a bit of Germany punching on you. But like the probably better to keep Paris and like maybe you walk into Brest or something later and can get something going. But
Like
yeah,
realistically, Paris is not going to survive the game, right? So this whoever is playing France has like probably a minuscule chance of like winning the tournament now. Like unless they were Germany yesterday, they're not going to win. So you may as well. Yeah, why not?
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's impossible. If Italy changes their mind and is like actually, blue dots, I already got some light blue, let's go for some dark blue. I think there's like a very slim, like you get supported into Brest. I think there's maybe a chance that Italy doesn't just invade and kill you. You know, these are like slim, like untime limited, web dib gumboat things from my, back memory where I'm like trying to grasp onto any draw size scoring I can. It's not realistic. It's not realistic at all.
Draw size scoring. Goodbye, France. Goodbye,
Yeah, exactly.
Austria. Probably goodbye. Goodbye. I don't know. A lot of people. To
Yeah.
be fair, though, I did just finish with a 5-way draw in one of these draw size scoring games where everyone was definitely trying to kill each other. So it is possible after all. We can all live in peace, sort of. Riaz tells me he's happy to comment anytime we want a quote, but I don't know what power he's playing, so I'm not sure how much.
Might have been France then.
So the message he sent me before that was time for Italy to go down. But we have to remember that their game is a few seasons ahead of us. So it might be that he's France and just saw Italy, killing him, or it might be that he's one of these other people that just saw Italy doing something to him in the next
Yeah.
year. So
All right, yeah, let's see. Let's
let's
see
see.
the spring then. What's the change? What's the vibe? Austria is the scissors, like you said. Is that your name for that? I like that.
Sorry?
Is the scissors defense your name for that particular Austrian like double cut Romania thing? Or
Oh no, it's from like I think it's from like the old diplomacy magazines back before they had the internet.
uh,
But yeah, they do have some surprisingly good names for a lot of the maneuvers that we're using today. Because there's really nothing new under the sun in diplomacy. Like everything that we write about and everything on the fancy modern blogs has been done actually 100 times in the old mags. So, yeah, not good for Austria.
Oof.
Welcome back, Ibra.
Well, Italy's finally coming to help them. Thank you. Italy's
Too little,
finally
too
coming to
late,
help Austria. So,
right?
right at the perfect moment for Italy to come help Austria.
Help.
Yeah. Yeah, help.
Ibra, if you are Austria,
What is happening in Sweden?
A good question. A really
I
good
was
question.
Austria.
This is so cerebral. Look at this. Just wow. Like Norway.
Why would England make these moves in gunboat? Why?
Why would England make these
What
moves?
is he doing?
Yeah.
I mean, the fall was again clearly the EG has some kind of like network brain link
Telekinesis?
that's a better word for that. Where they like automatically know when they're fighting and when they're not, right?
I'd say that.
Yeah.
I'd say that England knows they're fighting here. Like an army in Sweden isn't the kind of thing you want to be seeing as Germany. I mean, it's better than a fleet.
Yeah,
but
it's just weird. It's
You
just
think they're
weird.
gonna support
Like,
Sweden
why
into
does
Finland then in the fall and be like,
kind of randomly walking into Sweden looks like a very Pez move to me. Like Pez is the player who always does this sort of thing, and it somehow always works out for him. And Pez has also
Yeah.
been known to misorder.
That's why he gets
hardware.
solos in every other game he plays.
Yeah,
He
I
has a
don't
50%
understand.
solo rate.
This kind of thing is not my style, right? Like I want to do things the proper way, but no, Pez just says I'm gonna walk into Sweden without any support, and it's gonna work, and I'm gonna be able to keep it.
and
Wow.
why does Sweden walk out is the thing. So I mean, Denmark is clearly signaling, hey, like
He looks like he's intending to
EG,
support him to St.
but
Pete for some reason.
Why would you do
But
that?
why walk? Yeah,
and
but
not
like,
cover Sweden.
why walk out? Why walk out?
I mean, to support into St. Pete. But like,
support Norway into Finland and like do the same thing, but with
Yeah, do that.
just less bad.
yeah, no, I mean,
You're
Less
not
bad.
de-escalating. I guess that's the thing. Like you're a scarier threat to England, and that might cause more friction. That's completely valid. But like, so what? You kind of get to make the decisions in the
Exactly.
north right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Germany claimed too nice.
I guess from Germany's perspective, he wants to make England happy, so that like Italy or Russia doesn't run out ahead of him.
Ugh.
Because Germany wants to sort of keep things under control, but it's not working because England just moved into Sweden.
My friends, this is Anon gunboat. This is anonymous gunboat. You don't need to be keeping people happy. Who cares about if they're happy? Like,
it's fair.
Virtual face-to-face, keep everyone happy, but this is anonymous gunboat. I don't know. It's
fair.
You've got a point, though.
That's fair, because sometimes when you try to keep someone happy in gunboat, it just they don't care.
They just attack you.
It's like
they take it as an invitation to just attack.
They just attack you anyway.
Yep.
Exactly, which is what's happening here.
Yeah.
So what I was about to say is, in this situation as Germany, I would just go after England, because you're gonna get, if you take those 5 dots off of him, you're gonna get way out of. You're gonna neither Russia or Italy is gonna catch you. So.
Yeah, and if you don't take those dots, then England's gonna become a problem for you sooner or later. Just
Exactly. Probably sooner.
Eyeing up Germany, and now he's in Sweden, and he's gonna build, and then from there it's all downhill for Germany unless something changes quickly. So.
Right, and Mao might stabilize as a consistent bounce, something like that. And you didn't need to. Ibra, you made a good point. Like Germany maybe is trying to like make sure England's happy, but England has to deal with Italy anyway. You don't need to be nice to them to get them to try to prevent Italy from walking around their backside, right?
Right.
You literally have to deal with that. So.
In this kind of scenario where where EGI have just taken out France, and then like Italy has northern expansion options, I don't think I've ever seen Italy choose to attack Germany over England. Like they just always send the fleets up around Liverpool and
which I guess
France.
Which I guess then the calculus from Germany is like he doesn't want England to throw all those dots to Italy. You know, so he wants England to be happy with him so that he doesn't throw the dots to Germany to
Yeah.
Italy,
Yeah.
which theoretically that's better. Because having them be England's dots is better than having them be Italy's dots.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I
For
think some
points,
of
at least.
Germany's dots is going to become England's dots.
Yeah.
Is how this is actually going
Yeah,
to sort
well,
out.
at least Sweden. At least Sweden. And now
You're-
they. Oh, what the
Why
hell?
would you give the
LMAO.
support? Why are you giving him the support?
Oh my God.
Oh, good. Good job,
Well,
Austria.
England's
Walk
gonna
into
win.
Venice. Walk into Venice. Exactly.
Yeah, Austria walks into Venice.
Everybody hates the AI
Austria
meta,
walks into
except
Venice.
when you're Austria and you need I.
All right, so Pixie, I think we have our answer. So Eber, to update you, while you were gone, Riaz messaged me saying time for Italy to go down. But we weren't caught up yet, so we didn't quite know
Oh
what.
no.
But now
Oh,
we know.
poor Riaz.
Yeah.
Poor Riaz.
I had an inkling
Ugh,
it was Riaz
poor
because
guy.
the sort of scissors defense is a very Riaz way to play, very tactically sound.
Yeah.
But he defended as well
Yeah.
as he could.
Oof.
If yeah, 0 help
Big
from
oof.
Italy. What can you do? This is not.
And
good.
Italy doesn't go up, so he can take Rome too.
Yep.
Italy stays even, so he can take Rome too. I love it.
I mean,
Excellent.
Heroia can bounce Venice, so he can't take.
That's
both.
amazing.
But
Well, it's and next year he can go to Rome at least.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we have to give a
Anyway.
little bit of credit to France
stuff.
for somewhat causing this friction, right? Because keeping 3 Italian fleets somewhat occupied in the Med means that Italy didn't give help to Austria in time. I think would it have been last year in spring '03 when it was a fleet Naples that could have gone to Ionian but instead covered Tyrrhenian, right? So like that's
I think so, yeah.
good job,
Yep.
France. You have helped screwed Italy. You get us gold star.
I suppose.
Let's
Is there
just
any
poor
way
Riaz.
England doesn't top this board, guys? Wow.
No, I
The
don't
guy
think
just
so.
made you disband, and like you're literally supporting him so that he can make you disband and also build 2. England could have taken Denmark here as well. Like, just supporting the person
Yep.
who's making you disband is
That would have
amazing.
been brutal. Oh man, what the heck?
It's kind of thing you do in virtual face-to-face. You don't, in Gothenburg, I mean, you don't even know who England is. Might not even be somebody that you like. So.
You keep bringing up that point, and it just sounds like you don't like a lot of people.
It's true. She doesn't like a lot of people.
I love
But
everyone who plays these.
she's still allies with them for some reason.
No, Eber,
That I understand.
You know, I try to be on good terms with everyone and not to have any enemies in the diplomacy community because you're all wonderful people. And that's the official statement.
There's no never mind. I'm not gonna say that on a leaky too.
I feel bad something happened in the South, and we're like, yeah, whatever. Good for them.
Wait.
Russia starts getting in the South the moment there is
Italy
some
had
Petersburg.
disband?
2 fleets? Why would he build 2 fleets?
Well, because it's time to kill Germany. I don't. It's very clear.
I mean, to be fair, where is he going to convoy to? That's useful.
Denmark? I guess it's not very useful.
He's not going to get in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of awkward.
Unless Germany's Well, Germany's going to bounce Munich again. Germany's going to use Kiel to bounce Munich again.
He can use Burgundy.
But you
Well, he's
just
going to
took
use
St.
Munich. He's
Petersburg
going to
from
use Kiel.
Russia.
This is my prediction. I predict that he's going to use Kiel.
I think that's a hot take.
He's going to attack Gascony with Burgundy. He's going to attack Gascony with Burgundy. Have you seen this man play? That's what he's going to do.
Burgundy
Isn't it obvious?
They should cover Munich with Burgundy, Belgium to Burgundy with support.
Well, they're not going to.
From Paris. They're not going.
I don't think they're going to. Sorry. I don't know why I feel so strongly about this, but I do.
I support Reeds. I support Reeds.
Yeah, Eber has agreed that this is the Germany who has decided he's going to be England's bitch, no matter what. He wants to build up a reputation.
Exactly. It's exactly what's going to happen.
Gunboat. Yeah. He wants to build up an anonymous gunboat reputation of being loyal to the death. So we shall see.
Probably Borgican or something.
Interesting prediction, Eber.
Oh.
Oh my
never mind.
God.
I was
Sorry,
wrong.
Eber.
No. No.
He still didn't support Denmark.
Yeah, but okay. This set of
Yes.
orders makes no sense. It makes no sense. If you think that England is going to go to Helgoland, then just send one unit to bounce him. Send Holland to bounce him and support yourself in Denmark. Like, don't self-bounce. Never self-bounce, but especially don't self-bounce in this kind of situation. Wow.
So funny. Oh my gosh. So I was wrong, but I was also right.
And I don't think retreating to Ska is that great either compared to
No,
Baltic.
it's not. Bosnia,
He's like, I can go to Norway.
Livonia.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Like,
matter.
in what universe was England going to take your convoy into Livonia?
Not in this game. I played one EG that was just both galaxy brain stuff, but not this game.
Was it a gunboat?
It was, yeah. It was one of the speedboats. I think it was might have been last season. It was absurd. I
Riaz
was
gets
like,
into
oh, this
Rome.
is strange. But yeah.
Yeah, Riaz gets into
good job,
Venice
England.
and Rome. And Italy
Good job,
cannot
Riaz.
retake either Venice or Rome. Good for Riaz.
Good for you.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. I love it. This is England's game. England has won.
England's won, yeah.
All right, well, Russia has a chance.
Will England
Russia has a chance to slow them down a little bit or catch up with them maybe.
Yeah, but that's gonna involve like stabbing Turkey is the thing, right? Because you're gonna have to do like a southern solo plan for Russia because you can't attack Germany because you're just gonna enable England's dots. And with Italy getting crushed from the inside, the whole Iberian thing is gonna collapse in the next 2 years, most of which is not gonna go to Germany because England's already in Western Med. This might be over.
Wow. If you're Turkey here, is there anything you can try to outrace England?
I don't know. I mean, just slow and steady. Just keep going as Turkey. Just keep
play
going.
Turkey. Yeah,
that's the fear though. If you keep going as Turkey, this might just end up in an English solo. Like there's
or a 17-17 split.
No. Look, England is in West, and Turkey is still in Aegean.
That's true. Turkey has 4 dots. It's true. It's true.
Well, 5 with Greece now, which he should be able to hold. But
yeah.
It's no competition.
Well, it might be like that one where England just lets them get to 17.
And there's Russia. Yep. Yeah. See, Russia looked at this board. Yeah.
Okay, great for Russia, but England fucked up. This is not good.
Yeah.
That's really.
Well, he got Belgium.
Why would you leave North Sea?
Leaving North Sea is not acceptable. That's just not a good thing.
What are you doing, bud?
And he went back out of West, which is lame.
Why do you disband that? Oh, I guess you have to. Like, you guys got so many problems now that Germany's in the North Sea.
Were we wrong? It looked so good.
Well, he wrote good orders and then he wrote bad orders. You've seen how England plays, right? He does like crazy things that somehow work out, except it didn't this time. So he's not in a great spot.
Like, what situation does this work out in, though? Like, where if Scott supports Denmark, heel to Denmark is where this works out. That's where this works out. The old but I don't know.
Maybe Scott retreat was better than we thought. Just maybe Germany knew England's the kind of person to freak out when they're like, I don't know what to cover, and they take the worst option.
I think you might be giving him
the worst possible option.
Wow. Are we about to see a fleet?
I think we are.
Fleets. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Oh no! This is fine. It's RT stuff. He's asking Turkey to disband the fleet. They're fine.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
We're fine. We're fine. It's RT stuff. I love it.
I mean, that would be really good for Turkey because he's building.
Yeah, and Russia's not even getting a build, so.
Yeah.
And never mind, he's getting Trieste.
Trieste
is Trieste. Okay, I couldn't tell it was red. They look the same.
Yeah.
Yet another reason not to use backstabber.
When this fleet goes, that'll be like the last long-term threat to Turkey gone. So, now with England having lost.
So if England continues to be a complete dolt, then maybe Turkey has a chance.
Yeah, if this is typical RT stuff, I don't think it's necessarily right to disband the Southern Fleet. I guess if it's
Yeah.
sitting in Sev all day, it's not great, but it's still, it balances this more. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Turkey really has now just a game.
I don't know.
Just
If I
Turkey.
was Turkey in this situation, I would completely misread it, build 2 armies and attack Sevastopol. So I can't
Ooh,
speak to
interesting.
what's gonna happen.
Eber, you might well read it correctly and decide that that's the correct course of action anyways.
Oh, that's true.
They say always ally with competent players, right? Players who are overly servile in gunboat are not competent, because that's one way of viewing it.
It's true.
I mean, I think you could build Army Khan fleet Smyrna and still be pretty stab resistant if another fleet shows up, right? Because
Yeah,
it's
probably.
fleets, they can't get to Smyrna. So you're like, whatever, go deal with whatever remains of Italy, and if you're poking me the whole time, that's fine.
Yeah, because Austria's taken over Italy.
Yep.
Right,
So
and
that's
Moscow might be
not
stuck
difficult
for
to
the
take out.
foreseeable future because
Yeah,
England's gonna try to copy from last game, walking right in.
I mean, you have to order St. Pete to Moscow, right? Like, what else is St. Pete gonna do? You may as well. Like, it gives upside because you might get it. Well, he didn't, but now you can see what England rebuilds. 'Cause, yeah, he just get 2 rebuilds.
they didn't.
Two
Wait, he got 2?
fleets.
Fleet Sav.
LMAO fleet Ank.
Yep. Fleet
Oh
Sav is
gosh.
interesting, and Fleet End. I
Wow,
might
Oh,
have
wow.
they just screwed themselves together.
not
I
good.
would have done an army. I don't know why I did a fleet. I would have done an army. If I'm
Well,
going after Russia, that is.
because
If I'm going after Russia, I do an army.
if you build an army, you'd have been out of the Black Sea immediately, right? Okay,
guess.
I think the build here might have been army Ankh and fleet con, something like that.
So then you can at least pretend
That's
that
a
it's
lot
not going to go
harder.
after Russia.
To defend Serbia, Bulgaria, like harder to get the Balkans because if you do think
Because
Russia's
you
going
got
to
3 Russian
stab you,
armies there.
then
Yeah,
you
because
gotta
Russia might
kind of
just
like
leave.
you're holding Greece, Bulgaria, honestly. So
Right. That's unfortunate for
if
Turkey.
maybe you want to use Constantinople to support yourself back into Bulgaria. I mean, that's really like flop over and defensive, but it might be
This
like
is
what you need.
this is completely crazy.
So how does this war look
Do we like
actually? Because
England again?
Russia has this wall of armies here, which is actually not bad for his position. Can Russia win this war in the south?
I mean,
Yeah.
as long as
Yeah.
Italy doesn't come and mess with him, yes.
Okay.
When? How soon can Italy come mess with them?
Yeah.
It will take a couple years,
They
but
might
he can
make
get
peace.
from Venice.
Hold up, guys.
Austria and
Austria and
Portugal.
Italy make peace.
Riaz.
Impossible.
Riaz has submitted his statement. So this is what Riaz says, and I quote: "Lol, Italy here apparently thinks Austria's sole purpose is to hold back RT themselves. Now they can't talk."
It's true.
Oof.
They
Not
just
wrong.
needed to send that fleet Naples east in I think it was 03. I didn't write down a note.
Yep.
But like that's
Yep.
it. And then you keep them happy. You make a
Yep.
little progress against Turkey.
Yeah. Like,
Oh indeed, Riaz. Oh indeed.
even if you want to play all west as Italy, I think you absolutely need 1 fleet in the Ionian. Like, you just need 1 fleet in the Ionian to support Austria, and like that's enough if you can just spare that 1 fleet, and you couldn't even spare that. So I think it's fair enough that Austria decides he's done with this relationship.
Just most adults when they're done with the relationships, they walk away instead of taking everybody's centers. But
Taking your things. Not
Mm.
giving
taking
them
it
back.
exactly. And
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But this
That's
is diplomacy, so we're not adults.
Life coach Eber.
Yeah. Eber has the right voice for being a life coach. You know, the very calm demeanor.
Told you Austria would make peace. They're like, I just want Trieste back. What's so wrong with that?
Well, they're gonna take Venice and Rome from them now, so it doesn't matter.
No, it's Italy's not thrilled.
And Russia somehow. Oh, that's why.
Oof. Like, when you see this,
Wow.
you really wish you hadn't tapped Trieste, don't you? Like, Wow.
Oh
This got
gosh,
stuck.
England gets into Spain and Portugal. England gets Spain and Portugal for free.
That's
Yeah.
England once again, like, is just
England
swerving that
alternates.
car back and forth.
Yep. He
Guys,
alternates between this is amazing and this is terrible.
Yeah.
this is big
That's
dick
incredible.
energy. Just like, don't even support yourself into North. Just like walk in act in
Move there.
Germany as he goes back into Holland. Can you think of a better
Oh,
power move? Like, it's just wow.
it's incredible.
I don't get it at all.
Wow. And Germany
Okay.
just like gives up.
I'm not going to say, I'm not going to predict that England's going to win again because it's perfectly possible the next year they move out of Spain and completely fuck it up again. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not going to
think
make a prediction.
to me this feels like, I mean, I do want to say this EG war isn't easy. I'm not trying to sit here and like think through all the movesets, but looking at like just this turn, it doesn't seem easy. So I think it's reasonable if Germany is kind of just getting really stressed by 5-minute turns. You know, there's been a little bit of shame about how yesterday's game is a bit slow, and they might just be trying to like bang something out and be like, this seems all right, and getting it wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
Speedboat.
Yeah,
So
it's just not a very aggressive moveset by Germany. That's
Yeah, my hot take read on
That's the
Germany,
thing.
maybe not that hot of a take, is that Germany is a player who plays for third or fourth place and considers that a decent success, decentish. And I can completely sympathize with that. I've been there, but you know, it's
Which
obviously more
it-
exciting as a commentator if everyone is playing for the first place or nothing else.
Yeah.
But
which,
maybe they
like I
just
said earlier,
need-
it's perfectly
Yeah.
possible. It's perfectly possible that Germany doesn't need more than like third place to win.
I just don't know.
But
Like
that means that they're betting that the other people that drew with them last game are dead, which may not be the case.
you
and
can't
are not England.
And are not England, exactly. If Austria and France were two of the people that drew the last game, then maybe Germany is playing it right, because all they have to do is score enough and keep the topper score down, so they don't have to actually top. But I would never make that bet. I think it's a bad bet to make, just because it's the chances that you're going to get totally screwed are very high.
Yeah, I do want to point out that Germany could have taken Sweden here. Could just have, and that would have bought him some time. Not walking out of North and taking Sweden would have put Germany in actually a pretty decent position here. This is not.
I'm a bit curious. What's the use for sending Armenia back to Sev? Oh, I guess if you do think that Sev will move,
Yeah, he doesn't want to move Moscow.
Moscow will get was going to get.
Yeah, he doesn't want to move Moscow, and
he doesn't want
him to get into Sev. And I guess he doesn't want to lose Arm anymore because, which he did a second ago. Well, he indicated that he wanted it to get popped, and then he built a fleet. So I guess he was planning on stabbing Turkey the whole time.
No, I think what happened was when he wrote that order, he wasn't counting on Turkey to get 2 builds. So when Turkey did get 2 builds, that sort of freaked him out because Turkey was growing faster than he'd expected, and so that drove sort of the fleet Sev build. I think he might have chilled a bit if Turkey had gotten just 1 build and put the army in Warsaw, which would have been better for both of them long term, probably.
Yeah. Unfortunately for both Russia and Turkey, or one of them rather, Italy is going to get stable again in a second because they're going to take both Venice and Rome. So they're going to stay even. As they lose Spain and Portugal, take Venice and Rome. And then if England doesn't keep coming after them, which is a big if, they have sort of free reign of what to do. What they want to do in the East. So I guess we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Aegean goes to Ionian, right? Regardless of whether or not Russia's attacking.
Yep, I think so.
Because it's like you might lose Serbia, but you kind of got a line, and then maybe Russia's like.
He's not going to lose anything. He's got it. Oh, what? Why?
Aegean went back. I mean, I just
do
don't
they want to try to
understand.
pop Armenia? And that's how you safely weasel your way, but that's still a guess next year and still bad. England
goes up to
IT then? Are they offering that basically?
I think he's offering the IT. Yeah, it just seems like what's up. England does go up 2.
Yeah.
Italy stays even, so it's just England taking 2 dots from Austria on net this round.
Yeah, Denmark, Belgium exchanged.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So England goes up 2. Everybody else stays even. Oof. Rip Riaz.
Yeah.
Spain tabs Marseille. I don't know if I like. I think that's a guess. I don't know if I like that though, because I would just be stingling support hold to be like, all right, Italy, thanks for Iberia. Appreciate that you cleared it out for me. I'm not gonna bother you anymore. Just we're good.
Also,
go deal with your things. Go deal with the East. You know.
I don't know if you're watching it, Seren, but they just got to Winter 06. So.
Oh, I mean, it says return to Spring 07, so.
Winter must have just
never mind.
finished.
Winter just finished. Sorry, Winter just finished.
Ah,
Right.
so we can
That's what I
spend some
meant.
time on
I
this
think
one.
it's safe for us to look at it, but Okay,
Yeah.
so they're still at Spring 7. That's fine.
There's the army.
We can go back and look at the moves in the fall if you wanna think about it harder. But,
Yeah.
oh, now I see all the little weird dotted lines around top right.
Everyone wants Russia to go to St. Petersburg. Including England. No, never mind. That was a support hold.
Is there any universe where England does not top this board at this point?
Probably not. Like, the only thing is Italy is gotten their shit together now. By which I mean that Austria is no longer in all of their centers, so they can put up an actual defense against England. On the other hand, Germany can't because they've shown to be completely uncreative and in their defenses. So
right, and they're about to get
but,
locked out of Scandinavia, which is kind of like that's how you curl around and then push down.
Exactly. But England just built Fleet Liverpool, which I guess that doesn't matter because he's got Norway and St. Pete tied up because he's got to keep support holding St. Petersburg.
Yeah, what's with these English builds? Fleet Liverpool and Army London,
I mean, I guess you convoy to Brest or something, and then you can threaten Paris. Go for
I guess
try
you
to get
move
your
to now to flex, but
I don't like these builds, but I mean.
Yeah, I build Fleet Edinburgh here for sure.
Yeah. I can say I don't like these
Then
builds.
You try to get into Helgoland or Skagerrak or something.
Sure. It would probably have been better for England, in terms of his winner position, if he'd gotten North Sea into Denmark instead of the other way around, right? You backfill North Sea, Denmark can go to Baltic, and then Germany's dead. Putting an army in Denmark is pretty awesome.
Army in Denmark is always bad.
Yeah.
You're trying to ensure.
Yeah.
You're trying to ensure that you Germany doesn't get to build, right? You're trading Belgium and Denmark by doing this for sure. But then, you're still risking Bothnia cutting. It's you're making the guess in the north still, which they guessed right, but
I mean, there's just a lot of guesses, so there's not really an excuse for it being more guaranteed because it's not. Which I guess he didn't He didn't want Holland to go to north. Which, if you're really worried about north support,
last time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He
didn't want that to happen again.
Time.
I realized how much of a mistake that was.
Yeah.
But this time he shouldn't be worried either because he's going to get 2 builds anyway. So.
The thing is, here, if Germany had just tapped Sweden, either that or supported himself to hold in Denmark, he would be going up 1 here, and England would just be going up 1. If he just done either of those, supporting Moscow into St. Petersburg is a very selfless thing to do, and a great way to get Russia to like you, I guess, but probably not a great way to actually get a result this game. So
having the fleet in Belgium doesn't feel that great because where is it gonna tapping the channel doesn't do you any good, really. Tapping North Sea is all right, but that means you have to spend like Burgundy and Ruhr defending Belgium. So
I
I
mean,
need it more.
obviously the fleet would be best in North Sea, where it was before it walked back into Holland of its own accord. But once you've left the North Sea, it's not really that easy to get back in right now for Germany. So
Yeah.
all right, shall we take a look at the spring, which has adjudicated?
Yeah, build in the spring. And then, yeah, fleet Liverpool, I don't get it. Because you're not like Italy can't take anything off you for a year in the south. Well, if they got really creative, but you bounce. Well, you could support. No, you're like I'm pretty sure you can guarantee it, so you have time to rotate something there. But Liverpool, like, do you need it then? Is Liverpool that fleet? Maybe. I don't know. Or spring.
Yeah, it's still good for England, but like I think he's sort of gotten stuck a little bit with the latest position.
Yeah,
But
I mean, maybe they see like the wintergreen forming. I think an IR here could kind of happen.
Mm. Oh no, he killed another convoy. He
wow,
screwed up another convoy.
disordered again. Holy shit.
Oh, how?
Worked out because
Well,
Germany picked full defense. So
well, it'd still be better than being Brest.
Wow. It's just so bad. Like, you don't want to be wasting the tempo entirely. You're just throwing away the tempo on 2 units like that. And these two, there's
is so
another 2
strange.
units that haven't moved at all, Portugal and Spain, right? I've had another statement from Riaz. I can't believe England is winning with all these misorders. I have a hard time believing it as well, but it's happening.
I mean, yeah,
Albania
and
got
it's like
popped.
Yeah.
Russia gets to rebuild in Warsaw, and they were taking a beat themselves.
I mean, if you're Turkey here, like, what would you do? Is continuing to fight Russia the correct play?
Mm.
I think so.
Well, if you're worried about
Because
England, then yes, because they're the only one who's not directly fighting England. Like Italy's about to fight England and Iberia. So if you fight Italy, then England gets a couple more centers. And you can't really fight Germany, obviously, but if you fight Russia, England's not really going to get anything out of it. Other
Yeah,
than maybe
but Russia
Moscow,
can
which could be
actually
taken
maybe
back.
threaten sort of Scandinavia if he has a bit of breathing room, and he's the only one who's in a position to do that.
No, well, Italy is threatening Iberia, so that's all.
I suppose
That's my point.
that's true. Like, that's the kind of tough thing with Turkey here is I think, like, optimally, if you want to preserve your chance at board topping or like soloing, which is like way, way, way down the line, right? You'd need like so many things to go right. But if you want to preserve any chance of that, you have to step back and like not touch Italy and Russia at all and like let them fight England for years. But there's no way you can afford to do that in a 1912 game. So it's the kind of dilemma there. Okay. Have we adjudicated this? Yes, we're through.
yeah, all right, yeah, good. I was wondering. I was gonna say, if you do decide as Turkey to keep attacking Russia, pop the fleet, take complete advantage, let yourself rotate, like be free to put something back in Aegean if you so choose. Go from there.
Yeah.
And they guess for Vienna. That's a good job by Italy. I would have guessed Trieste, to be honest. I would have expected a flighty Russian to cover it.
Well done by Italy, and a pretty good turn for Turkey as well, blowing up Armenia. Russia does get to rebuild one because both Albania and Armenia were disbanded, but now his position is looking a lot worse. And England finally gets a convoy right. Well done, England. Wow.
Next turn he's gonna convoy it back.
Yeah, we're gonna see Channel convoys Brest to London in spring '08. How much do you want to
Yeah.
bet on that, Eber?
What's
Yeah.
this piece of iceberg lettuce?
This is too bad for Russia, but this is kind of like this is what happens. I think they got a little ambitious with the fleet in Armenia. Even
Yeah.
if they thought it was going to get popped, like maybe you do have to pretend like you were like, I just wanted it gone. I won't build another one, because I think at that point you could have seen Italy was gonna, as Eber said, get their shit together, clean up that, and then you're kind of just hoping that they pick you instead of Turkey slash. Because if you're left alone to fight between Russia and Turkey, you probably pick Turkey if you think like roughly the same skill level of tactics, right? So because you're just gonna at the corner. So yeah,
What do you build as Italy here? Fleet or army?
Army Venice.
Yeah.
Army Venice.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I would love to have another fleet here, but it's kind of mandatory because Trieste could just walk into Venice otherwise, and that's
Oh yeah.
good.
Obviously.
And
Yeah,
are you really
that
gonna
makes sense.
break anything off of Iberian if you build another fleet? Because you've got to
Yeah,
shuffle
I mean
it
he already
into
has enough fleets to build to take Spain once he shuffles them.
right.
Assuming England isn't able to get things down or doesn't want to get things down faster. But
I mean, I think it kind of depends on Germany. England is like
Yeah.
Picardy is signaling peace. Denmark didn't do anything, but it's kind of like this feels very England. I think looking at them having 10 and being like 10 seems like good enough for me. So
Yeah, exactly.
which maybe
If
it
they were
is.
talking in
Maybe it
this
is.
game, I mean, if they could talk in this game, right? This is the point where England goes to Germany and says, "Hey, you have realistically no chances to grow at all, but like I'm at 10, I'm happy with 10. Can you like support a draw right now? And if we support a draw, it has to go through because like what else are these people gonna do?" So, I mean, that's to
Yeah.
Germany. Like he's not
No,
gonna throw.
that makes a lot of sense because now what he moves Brest down to Gascony, and then he's got Iberia stalemated.
Yeah.
And
All
as
right. Sorry,
long as
we have
Germany
to
doesn't
leave
come
and
after him.
rejoin the meeting again because Zoom is about to kick us out. So,
Okay.
see you guys on the other side. A very smart person. This is right. I was going to miss
Thank you.
that, and then this was gonna not be recorded. Rest in peace. Okay.
so my last thought
I think
that
it
I
would be
had-
really funny if after all this, Pez wins anyway. Like,
Yeah, he's going to, right? Because we were thinking that Pez was Germany yesterday. I mean, Eber, any thoughts on that?
I didn't look at the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, either way, I'm pretty sure from the way that the post-game chat was going that Pez got some sort of result in the first game. So he was either Austria, Italy, or Germany. So it's
yeah,
definitely
he was
enough.
happy to eat dinner.
Yeah. All right. So now
But
it's
yeah.
all over, but for the crying is the consensus. Okay. Winter,
Yeah.
Army Venice, Army Warsaw, no surprises. What else are you gonna do? That's fair.
Yeah, I guess the question is where it goes.
Livonia.
Yeah. Is this correct?
Nope.
Oh, this sucks.
Oof.
It sucks for you if you're Russia.
I mean, let's see. So 08, 09, 10,
Hmm.
11, 12. You got 5 years right left in the
Very
grid.
interesting.
4 if you don't count, dot grabbing the last one. That's enough time to kill Turkey if you make some right guesses, get some moves going on, get a little momentum, and then
Turkey's winning.
but then
Sorry.
that's how you compete with England's 10 centers, right? Because you can't take anything off Germany too soon. I mean, going for St. Pete, I don't think is wrong here. I think
Turkey's the only
you
one
were
that's
both
going
correct
to.
to say Livonia, but
Turkey's the only one that's going to compete with him, with England,
yeah,
because he's going to get 7 Robin Bud and Warren Moscow, and that's 5 more, so he'd be at 11.
yeah. I was talking from Russia's perspective, like where.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no worries. You're
England
right.
predicted a south bounce in Kiel. He predicted probably something like Kiel to Helgoland and Holland and Baltic bouncing in Kiel, and he wrote the orders for it. I have to respect that.
Germany's been known to self-bounce in this game, so
Never south
it's a
bounce,
good
guys.
guess.
Just like you never bounce Sweden, never south bounce. It never works out. It's 100%
Yeah.
a mantra that should be followed.
Italy still has a chance to end up getting Spain if he's able to bounce Gascony again, which Germany could help with.
Yep.
So there's depending on what England and Italy do, there's a possibility that he can get Spain and then
Yep.
Portugal later.
Mhm.
So we'll see. Which would significantly damage England's position.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't damage the integrity of the rest of his position, but it would be a lot harder for him to top over Turkey.
Definitely agree. I mean, it kind of depends on like, do you outguess Germany in their home centers this year? If you pick something off of them, that's enough momentum, I think, to clean up Belgium, Holland, and then whatever you didn't get of Kiel and Berlin, right?
Right.
And then that sort of
Yeah.
trades out for losing maybe all of Iberia by the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then you're like, Turkey's good.
Sorry, what
3, 4,
orders
5,
was
6.
Sevastopol expecting? To go to black and have Moscow go to Sev, all without support.
I think the idea was
Cutting support.
if black supported Bulgaria to Romania or something.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. That's fair. Yeah. Well, it's
It
good
didn't,
for
and
Turkey,
it did
but
not work out.
I don't know if this is enough. Just look at England. Look at England. It's like,
The thing is, Turkey's got a really
I
long
think
time,
taking
and
Sev, that's enough. Yeah.
yeah, Ibra?
yeah, he's also got a long time. He's got plenty of time he's got a lot of time to
5 years?
take all of those centers. Yeah, to take all of these centers from Russia, and he only needs to give 1 or 2 to Italy to sort of keep him happy. And then he'll have theoretically at the end of the game, it's going to be a 3-way race between England, Italy, and Turkey to see who can get the most. And at that point, it might not even matter because the one of them might be or 2 of them even might be the people who drew last game, and they don't even need to win. They don't even need to get to top if the other person was eliminated last game. So we might see at the end of the game people letting up a little bit just to sort of preserve their positions.
I mean, it depends on what you care to play for, right? There is the style
Obviously.
of, if I'm not winning this tournament, I don't care kind of play. Been there. But
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll see. I guess a lot of personalities will be coming out in the last few years if your prediction is correct. So let's have a look at the fall. Wow.
Oh,
Why?
Belgium. Huh.
What is he doing?
Who's the he?
He's got to support Italy. He could have taken Trieste and Western Med this year.
Yeah, he could have.
Silly man.
And he could have made England disband too, because Brest trying to bounce Gascony would have given Germany Paris. Well, that wouldn't have made England disband because England also got Belgium, but it would have deprived England of a build that England now gets.
Well, so
Well,
all right. So
I'm
Italy,
saying
Italy
you
thought
still bounce Gascony.
Italy thought Germany would support them in the Gascony. That's why Lyon covered Marseille.
Yeah, he was worried about Spain going to Marseille or something.
Right. Which, yeah. That feels like fear talking. I kind of disagree with Germany not supporting him to Gascony though.
Yeah.
Although I guess
And
maybe
it is a fall move, so I don't totally blame him for that because it is a
Yeah.
fall move. He just want to be safer but now his fleet is out of position, so it's
yeah. And that
Oh,
doesn't
never mind. It's
excuse
not. It didn't
not
get into
taking
Marseille.
Trieste.
Sorry,
But,
it's not out of
right.
position. It didn't get into Marseille, but yeah, I don't know what he's doing over there because maybe he doesn't want Turkey to grow too much, so he's just stalling.
Well, but double cut is, I think, more helpful to Turkey than, well.
I guess he's expecting him not really to attack over there, but because he's been like supporting Italian armies.
No, actually, not actually. I think you're right. I think you're right. It is actually kind of more like a let's keep things messy.
I mean, the idea would be he doesn't want to take Austrian or Russian centers, so that Russia doesn't go down too much in the face of
Right.
Turkey, or like throw to Turkey.
Right. Because
Um,
definitely because Russia is behaving anti-Turkey at the expense of giving England a board top.
well, not necessarily.
I mean, I feel like Turkey kind of
think
made
so.
that choice for Russia. Like,
Yeah,
Turkey
yeah.
went
Russia
all
has
out
to
and
fight Turkey
attacking
because
Russia.
Turkey's fighting Russia.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're Russia, like at this point, you're not going to win the tournament. You're not going to win the league. So I mean, if you give it to England over Turkey, why not?
I mean,
There's one guy who's just,
I'll say it again. There is still a chance that Russia could win the league if France and Austria were the other two first people who topped
Right.
last game, and they stay alive. There's still a chance, especially if there's a split board top.
I like your optimism, Eber. I really do like it. I think there's a lot of admirable qualities in it.
But of course, there's a higher chance that Russia was eliminated last game and has no chance. So
There is. It is considering like if you know nothing about any of these players and it's totally random, it is a 4 out of 7 chance that Russia did not survive the previous game. Because 4 of the 7 players didn't. So
Right.
yeah, that's more than 50%.
it was
But
a
I guess
true
the
AI.
other half of that.
Yeah.
The other half of that question is, what do you think the odds are of a split board top at this point? England just picking up Belgium, right? I mean, winter's actually the useful
Turkey's
turn
at
to
7
look
now.
at this.
Turkey's
Zero.
at 7 now.
Zero. It's not going to be.
England's at 11, and it's going to crack open Holland and Kiel. I guess Helgoland by yet again rears its incredibly annoying head, but like
Yeah, it's just a matter of time till he takes out Germany. But it's also a matter of time till Italy takes Iberia. So
Is Fleet London the correct build?
I would have built an army.
Like,
Because he's got a bunch of fleets on the coast right now. It's not ideal.
yeah, part of me feels like
that's a
this
good
is a race, right? And if this is a race, then you're looking at ideas like Denmark convoys through the Baltic into Prussia, and then convoying an army back into Denmark, and then you have Germany. And that's
Yeah.
what you do if you're just like trying to
Oh yeah, if you convoyed to Livonia this turn in the spring.
Livonia. No, I mean
Prussia.
Prussia for Germany,
I'm see-
Livonia for Russia, right?
Well, why not
I
pick
mean,
off
if you
Moscow
want,
this year?
that's yeah,
Well, why? Because you can
feel like
seal
killing
you can
Germany
seal
is
that
better, though.
off.
that's true.
I mean, like yeah,
'Cause then
it's
Warsaw
it's an
comes next, like-
unsupported into Denmark. Like that's completely a risk. It's 100% of a risk. But like,
But then you're in Prussia and can take Berlin for free. So
right, you all of a sudden you end up in Moscow. Russia's not going to move back to Warsaw to cover it, right? So you've got Moscow guaranteed. Then you're going to come into Warsaw next year, and then you can swing through the rest of Germany. And what, Russia's going to turn around and let Turkey walk over them?
they're not exactly.
They're just
don't
gonna
think you can
die.
hold Moscow for
Exactly. They're just Turkey's gonna walk over them anyway.
Right.
I don't think you can hold
Then
Moscow
it's-
for 4 years against Turkey. And like if you can't hold it against Turkey, you don't want to be taking it right now. You want to be taking what you can take in Germany.
Yeah, which is why I support only Moscow.
Okay. Well,
It's true. Now that maybe there's 3 years, 4 years, too much time. That's true.
it's 9, 10, 11, 12.
Do it in 2 years. Yeah, I always get the off by 1 errors.
All right. Let's have a look at spring. What is this?
What's gonna happen? Oof. Italy makes the right move, finally.
Yeah.
Like some of the yes and no. Iberia's gonna
Sorry?
no, Iberia's fall. But it might not matter because England's taking Holland.
Yeah, England just guesses correctly again. Like, I don't think England has ever missed
Is
a guess.
Belgium Is Belgium already English?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm used to using the back server with like the shaded territories, so this is hard for me.
It's fair. Yeah, England has not missed a guess all game or something close to that. Like
He's missed 2 convoys.
he's missed 2
He'd be in a lot
convoys.
better shape if he
Never
hadn't missed
missed
2
a guess.
convoys.
Yeah. I don't miss the convoys, but I miss the guesses all the time. So the kind of thing where
Yeah.
England is just gonna keep doing his own thing, and he's gonna win because of it, because he can guess. Wow. And look at this. Turkey is getting not sure how much Italy likes that.
Sev is signaling Constantinople to Greece though in the orders. So they're trying to say like I'm not going to Ionian, but
But he's going next to
you know,
Ionian, which is
and
he's preparing for the dock grab.
yeah.
These kind of
And Italy
illegal
does
orders,
exactly the same thing with his armies again.
these kind of commitments made through illegal orders in Gunboat are worth about as much as the number of words you use to make them. So we'll see.
I guess the
If
my
I'm
only
Italy here, I
question
might
here-
actually pull everything back and say, okay, Turkey, we're done. But you know, Italy could have taken
or
Trieste again
finally
and
take
decided not to
Trieste.
take Trieste.
You know,
Just
Yeah,
take
I don't
Trieste, Italy. Just take Trieste. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, I don't think you're really I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe he
As
does it
England,
this fall
do you
so that the retreat doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, that's
maybe
fair.
that's true. Yeah. As England, do you take Holland or do you try to pop hell?
He can do both,
Mm.
right? If Holland supports North Sea to Helgoland and then Denmark supports Baltic to Kiel, then Denmark and Holland are both protected. Actually, no, because Ruhr can still give support, but like, there's nothing you can do about that anyways.
Ruhr's in Munich now, though. Oh, right, Holland to Ruhr.
Yeah, Holland. Why was Germany covering Munich? It's just, I don't really understand.
There's nothing next to it. That makes no sense.
There's nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
It's
otherwise,
just empty.
otherwise
Like
Holland
the whole
gets popped, right? That's actually what it's
Well,
doing.
he could go to Belgium.
But
He could
go to-
support it to hold.
No, all he had to do was support Holland to hold. It's 2v2. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way England
Yeah,
could have taken it.
Or support Holland to Belgium. Like, what the heck?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, it's England continuing to be 300 IQ.
Yeah, do you
like,
really think?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, do you think Italy's gonna move to Tyrolean Bohemia here, and one army still doesn't cut it? So I don't. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's strange.
Well, I don't know if he's going to do that, but I do know if he does do that, Germany is going to support Munich to hold and not do anything else.
Right.
But
I just realized that even if Germany uses Ruhr to go and retake Holland, the orders that I mentioned earlier would take Kiel for England. So it's actually
yeah,
done for Germany. Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
I don't understand. Bit of a comedy of errors over here, but it's what it is. Okay.
and that's what you get for Speedboat finals.
Exactly. Didn't JJ post a meme like what people expect Speedboat finals to be and what Speedboat finals actually is?
Marseille.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Excellent.
I mean, it's a swap. Like, it's not bad for Italy.
Yeah, and Italy goes up one anyway because he's finally taken Trieste.
It is very bad for Germany, who should who definitely was going down 1 this year, but shouldn't have gone down 2. But he managed to go down 2, so it's
Oof.
not great.
Big oof. He managed to go down too. He's successfully managed to go down too. Ugh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He found a way, Eber.
He found a way. There's always a way.
Yeah. And now England builds 2 again. It's
Yeah,
like-
I'm thinking this is less Germany being like, I just need points. And more mental.
It's more
game.
Germany being completely incompetent.
Scathing, Eber.
Like in what universe do you expect Helgoland not to be cut
Yeah.
by something?
Yeah. North Sea has nothing to do other than cut Helgoland, more or less.
Yeah.
It's
I
just,
mean, maybe he expects them to support Hold Holland, but then why? Like, I don't know.
like, there's
Right,
no
but if
reason
you
to
do
support Hold
that, then
Holland there. Because as long as Helgoland and Kiel are cut, then Holland is more or less defended. And you're going to do that anyway.
Exactly.
You don't support Hold Holland. But, I mean, Russia also goes down too, but, like, that's a lot more.
Which, if you expect him to support Hold Holland, cut North Sea and take Holland, like,
Yep,
and then
exactly.
covered. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to keep Munich. You're not going to keep Kiel unless you support it, which he didn't do.
Right.
Yeah, the way to guarantee only going down one here was actually to cut north and support yourself into Holland, right? That way he takes
Yeah.
Kiel, sure, but like you get Holland, so like you only go down one.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, the only way England stops that is by supporting Holland to Kiel. But I guess then he leaves Holland, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
right, and you stay in hell, which is like the really crucial thing preventing you from just getting completely steamrolled.
He's still in hell. He just had like no other units coordinated.
Yeah,
He just lost Kiel and Holland.
yeah,
right?
but like
He's
cutting
still in hell,
North
but
Sea,
nothing
like you
else
said.
touches.
Yep.
He's over. He's done. Germany's done. He's going to disband the fleet. He's done.
He was already done, Eber. This is just.
That's true.
Was a big
enough.
oof.
He's done more now. He's more done.
Yeah.
He's well done.
Rest in peace. And it was such a good start for Germany too. Like when everyone was playing like they wanted Germany to win in 01, and this is what happened.
Yeah.
I think England just.
Well, this is what happens when you decide to let England into Sweden and then support them to St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
This is what happens when
happened.
you open Kiel to Holland and then take the EG. I don't know.
I
You
have
trace
seen,
it all the way back.
Exactly.
I've seen virtual face-to-face boards where in 02, Germany sent Denmark into Baltic and let England convoy into Denmark behind him. I've seen shit like that. I don't think it went very well for Germany, but it's the kind of thing that this is
Sounds
somewhat
like something Jackson would do.
Sorry?
Open to Baltic. Sounds like something Jackson would do. Open to Baltic.
Never open to Baltic.
Well, Jackson does it. He's in this game. It might be him.
Jackson is Jackson. No, Germany didn't open to Baltic. Germany opened to Holland.
I know they didn't open to Baltic.
Yeah. Now Jackson is yeah, he can do what he wants because he's Jackson. But I think the rest of us mortals have to do Kiel to Denmark because nothing else makes sense.
Yeah.
England tried to build 3.
He tried to build 3.
Yet another
Oof.
majority from England.
But did England get the ones that we think they deserved or should have taken? I think so.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
now
know.
he can convoy
What's
into
Fleet
Picardy
Liverpool
and convoy
doing?
into Denmark at the same time. So it's actually not bad.
2 armies is good.
Yeah.
2 armies is good.
He's gonna lose Mao, but like, I guess that's fine.
Whatever.
Now Marseille can still cut.
Not
Spain.
necessarily. He can
Yeah.
keep Mao.
Yeah. He can run interference. But like,
Well, he has English Channel and if he convoys. Never mind.
yeah, but you don't want to be using both of these fleets to support Mao this turn. Like, it's just a massive momentum killer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you probably got to try to go for Spain or something with pulling Marseille into Spain.
They haven't adjudicated spring yet, so somebody is taking a long time to think. But is there any chance Turkey can outrace England?
Not anymore.
Don't think so.
Not when Italy decided for 2 years that Russia could live.
Exactly. Unless
Right.
Italy wants them to, and maybe.
Which, I mean, I guess I don't. Yeah, like maybe Italy's part of the 3 that drew yesterday. Maybe they're like, all right, I just don't want to have to like pay a bajillion tribute or something. And I think that maybe if Turkey gets 3 years, that's best. That gives me time to break the West and maybe get a build the fleet Naples here to guard Ionian, which means I don't get run over. Right? Maybe.
Yeah.
But
a lot of maybes.
right. But
Yeah.
I mean,
But I can see
England's
Italy.
got 3 years to almost solo.
Yeah, I can see Italy sort of letting Turkey get more centers out of Russia and/or his own Italy centers in order to sort of shorten that gap between Italy and between Turkey and England.
It's never worth giving up your own centers.
If they're one of the
shorten the tribute.
That's the problem.
And Russia's running out of centers for you to hand over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if England is one of the 3 from yesterday, right? Then he just wins, auto wins. Don't need to talk about anything else. But if you're Italy here, you
Yeah.
don't know that. You don't know that England is one of them. And if Italy does know that he's one of the 3 who survived yesterday, then there might be like 300 IQ plays in terms of like trying to tank England's score somehow by like giving Turkey more dots or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
It
Same
was
with
a great
Turkey.
time
If Turkey knows.
to break out the score calculator. See what,
Yeah.
see what England is on.
you guys, this is too complicated. This is why we play points per supply center, right? The best scoring system there is. It's very easy to
Yeah.
calculate. Even I can do the maths. Like
So at
England is
this moment, England is at 49, just a shade under 50. And yesterday's totals were like 30. Was 37 the highest? Something like that.
Mhm.
And the next closest, so Italy is 15, Turkey is 16. But Russia and Germany only have under 10. So if Italy didn't make the draw yesterday, or sorry, if England didn't make the draw yesterday, and either Germany or Russia did, I mean, look, those 2 are going to die. Let's be clear. It would beat them outright. But I think if this actually goes closer to a 3-way draw, if England wasn't part of the draw yesterday, I don't think they can run away with it as much.
Yeah. They have to score a lot.
Yeah.
If Turkey or Italy was one of the members of the draw yesterday.
I mean, in all seriousness, I think England is Pez, and Pez definitely made the draw yesterday. So I want to say good game, Pez. Congrats on being the champion, but maybe I'll be laughably wrong. Maybe.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
if you
Eber, you'd love to
evaporate,
see that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, if you give all of Germany to England and then all of Russia to Turkey, it's not enough for England to just win outright. So
Well, yeah, Germany decides to give everything to England, so I think it's done.
yeah, and bouncing Moscow makes sense. You got to expect Russia to
Yeah.
try for something there.
Wait, England misordered a convoy again.
he did it again. Oh my god.
Classic.
That was winning.
This is the 3rd time. All right, so Eber,
I hope this cost them the game.
Eber, on this broadcast, we award a defenestration award, okay, for the person who most makes us want to throw them out. And I'm voting for England. I'm sorry. I don't care that he's played well, and I don't care that he's winning. I want to throw England out of a window. This is it.
Third convoy. Yeah.
France would agree.
I'd have to agree with that too.
Holy shit!
How do you do that?
It's a Chris Brand smurf. I'm telling you, nobody else plays like this and wins.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! Wow. Yeah.
I mean, the army's still going to get there in time, right? Because they always do it wrong, and the next turn they do it right. So it's
Yep.
it continues to be immaterial to their actual. Right, and then good cuts in the West on Iberia.
Yeah.
So, I'm a little intrigued Turkey played this so slow. I don't think it's like wrong, but if you're looking at years, I think there's some value to taking a bit more risks. Maybe like swapping 7 to arm, supporting that in with Romania.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like you gotta get going because killing Italy, right? Vienna and Trieste, like you need those to board top. You don't want to say like tell Italy directly, but right, they're gonna end up in your hands. But it means that you gotta pedaling.
I mean,
faster.
it is also possible that Turkey is just playing with the philosophy of getting like the best result in this game, independent of any tournament concerns, which is a valid way to play. So in that case.
But I think in that case, you still like get the army into set.
Yeah, you still swap. I would go to Ionian here. I don't know. It's because there's not really anywhere else where you go except Italy.
Like, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, this is Turkey wanting to be allowed to be in Greece, but still wanting Italy to send everything west. So he wants to have his cake and eat it. It's and Italy doesn't like that so much. But what's he gonna do about it at this point?
They adjudicated yet?
Yes, Fall has adjudicated. Let's take a look. Huh? Okay.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh is right.
What are they
Convoy
doing?
worked. Take what you can get,
Oh, ouch.
England guesses right again. Like he just gets every guess right. It's like he writes the orders after seeing Germany's orders.
Yeah.
Italy builds. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Wow. Just a whole lot of insanity here.
Right, so
Turkey's doing way too
Russia,
slow.
does Russia pop Livonia? Does Russia pop
So
Silesia?
it's Silesia.
What's their goal
Silesia.
here? Right? Yeah, you're just trying to make a draw.
Oh, I thought they could take St. Petersburg. Yeah. Yeah. You're trying to make a draw. Unless, I don't know.
Unless you figured out who the board is. Right?
There's
And then
still a chance. There's still a chance for Russia to win the tournament. If they manage, if Austria and France were the other two people,
I mean, the board
and
the board
England doesn't top by like 60 points.
The scores yesterday were very small. I think the English board top might be like enough scored in this game alone to just auto win the tournament.
it's getting closer.
Okay.
And actually keeping Germany alive for tribute then.
Yeah.
Paris isn't going anywhere, right? Actually. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he can take Paris if he just convoys into Picardy.
Yeah. Well, then he'd lose Brest because they're
Yeah.
attacking it with support.
But he
Yeah.
So
could
he
have.
has to wait till he can. He has to wait till he can spare north to convoy to Belgium and then move it over.
Yeah. Well, he should have been convoying
the
into
spring.
Belgium this turn, right? Because Norway was the convoy for the spring, and then Belgium should have been the convoy for the fall. But he couldn't do that because he again bungled the convoy in the spring.
Which is why we need to throw him out a window.
Yeah. Still gets to
I
build.
agree.
Still gets to build, and his enemy still disbands. That's the power of England in this game.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that like every missed convoy is influential, right? There's not one that's like more or less important.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that one is pretty bad because there's a race to Munich to an extent, right?
Yeah.
The South is jumbled. Looks like Turkey might say that former Austria is mine now. And taking Munich while leaving Paris alive, or like that situation somewhat stuck. That convoy screwing up to Norway is just a turn slower, which is really important. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you're racing for Munich, like every turn counts, right? You can't be throwing away tempo like that. As England,
Yeah.
it becomes a logistical nightmare. But I mean, he's gonna be fine. Like he's still gonna win the tournament. Doesn't make a difference. So
Yeah.
they took almost the entire
Turkey's gonna stab Italy, and if I was Italy, I'd be throwing the solo, just to, whatever.
I mean, all England needs is Tunis, and that's the solo, right? It's
Exactly.
It pulls everything back. Yeah.
There's enough time if Italy completely moves out of the way.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, but like, would you? Because you got it again. We always have to treat someone
Okay,
like
if
they were part
Turkey
of the
takes
three-way
Trieste
draw.
and Budapest,
And Vienna,
if Turkey takes Trieste and Budapest,
you're on
and
probably
Vienna.
4 or 5 centers. That's not a bad result. That's like 10, 12
Let's
points.
look at that. I need to
Will
look
that
at
be
this.
will
score
that beat a
calculator.
solo England? Yeah, you got to keep hitting refresh on the scores.
If this is draw
No,
side
that's-
scoring, you abandon everything here right now. Like you just abandoned Spain. Just walk out and walk everything back. Turkey has to keep you alive if he wants to keep Tunis,
Right.
and you can survive. They
But,
took
yeah,
almost the entire time to do the winter. So somebody was thinking a lot about their build. Probably England, I guess, thinking of building Fleet Liverpool or building yet another army that he'll again fail to convoy properly.
I mean, as England, I don't know. That's not really a choice. It's got to be more armies. You got to fill up Holland, Kiel. Like that's because you know that Germany is playing to make a draw, right? They did that when they threw to you. They were playing to hold Munich and hold Paris. So they're gonna pop Ruhr. So you get you're getting a free convoy into Belgium. which means you should like probably move Holland to hell or something like that. Maybe try to kick out Livonia or something weird like that. I don't know, like figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, if Moscow supports Livonia into St. Pete, then a convoy into Livonia would actually work, supported by St. Pete itself. So there's a lot of fun options like that because you're England and you have 6 armies on the board. Every army that you get to build as England is a gift. It's like a northern fleet as Russia. You're very happy when you get to build them and you don't expect it normally. So this is just the kind of game that's going very well.
Yeah, you might even, would you consider something really weird like shifting ball up to bot, keel to ball, hull to keel, supported by Belgium, and then convoying into Holland? Is it any better to have an army in Belgium versus Holland if you're like, it depends if you're contesting for Paris, right? I'm not sure you want to from tribute perspective. That's really hard math to do.
I would rather count on leaving Munich alive and going for Paris. I feel like that's slightly more manageable, but
Maybe it's more defensible too. It's easier to maybe put 2 armies against Munich and support hold it and be like, all right, Germany, you know what? You were a great person to throw dots to me. Stay alive. Rather than like trying to hold it against presumably a single-minded Turkish force.
I mean, I don't think the Turkish force is going to be getting to Munich anytime soon, to be fair. Unless it could go to like Galicia to Bohemia or Galicia to Silesia or something like that and just help them out, but I don't know.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god. So I just saw the webhook just showed an adjudication and it says players needing retreats, England. Is this like the very first time England has had a retreat?
Marseille, right? Yeah, it's gotta be
Marseille,
Marseille.
yeah.
Nothing else is. Which isn't even that bad of a retreat.
No, not at all, yeah.
Like,
Holy
not the worst.
crap. Yeah.
Oh, why support
Yeah, so I
yourself
just
into
looked.
Belgium? Leave Holland. You don't need to be there.
Yeah, just go to Helgoland. Then you can convoy straight into Kiel, right?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Not
I just looked at the last the score for the last game. So the highest score in the last game is Germany with 31.80 points.
31.
oh, 31. Ooh.
So
Less
and
than-
the current score right now, England has 54.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
and Italy and Turkey have 15 each.
So that would,
so
England can
it's
take
not
this.
even close. It's not even close. Like even if they were Germany in the last game, it's not even close. And he's going to get
Yeah.
more. So I think it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It depends on how much Turkey can take.
Not enough.
Just a shortened tribute though, because it's multiplied by
Okay,
the
let's
4 people.
look at this.
Click, 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 click.
Let's see.
Turkey
If
just
Turkey
vacated
were to
their-
take those two. Okay, so Turkey can, if nothing else changes, never mind. He also loses Marseille. So if Turkey takes Warsaw and Moscow, and England and Italy's able to keep Marseille and Spain, then Turkey has 24 points and England has 40. Which, if Turkey was either any of the top 3 countries from the last game, he would win over England.
Oh,
If England wasn't one of those countries.
right.
So, but that's having England at 13 and Turkey at 10, and Russia dead. So there's still a possibility. Like if England isn't able to gain a whole lot, isn't able to gain any more, and Turkey's able to gain enough more, it's still a possibility. But we have to make certain assumptions about who's who. So.
Yeah, England is disbanding.
If England is one of the people, if England scored like even 10 points in the last game, he's probably going to win. Like,
I mean, nobody scored 10 points last game, but yeah, I know what you
they
mean.
scored,
England
they
and
made
France
the jump.
did.
France died.
The last game, England and France, they both had 1.
No, that's
Unless
not right. They didn't go to winter.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh
they
yeah.
did.
No, you got.
Oh, I calculated it wrong.
Seren asked very nicely, please could you make this winter so we all have accurate numbers? And
Yeah, it didn't go to
And he didn't do
winter.
it.
didn't happen.
But I think England's pulling this year. Because can you see a way for
Umbrella.
him to get back a dot for Marseille? I don't think I see one.
Yeah, no.
But
unless he guesses right with Spain.
you just pop the Leon retreat, right? Like you're not super concerned about this. You still have got 3. English Channel is probably gonna just chill. Gascony left, so now you're not like you have a turn to get an army into Picardy, right? You support Belgium into Picardy now, so now you're back. Brest is locked up again.
Okay, so
So-
a slight
Sorry to
addendum.
interrupt. We have to switch meetings.
Oh,
Hopefully
yep.
for the final time, but
Okay,
this should
when we
be
get back, I'll talk about the scores that I've fixed.
okay. Awesome.
Anyway, here he is.
All right, we are
Sorry.
recording again. Eber, do you want to talk about the score?
Okay. Yeah, so I updated the score. In the last game, Germany got 43, Austria got 29, and England got 26, or Italy got 26. So, and if England's going to get somewhere between 40 and 50, most likely. So it's still quite possible for Turkey or Italy or even Germany if they're able to hang around at 2. But no, they wouldn't be. Never mind. Germany wouldn't be the same player as Germany in the last one. So that's out of the question. But
Wait, is that against
it's
the
perfectly
rules?
possible. I told Gorilla to make sure that didn't happen because
Oh.
someone asked.
Okay.
Maybe it should have been publicized more, but I think it makes sense to do it that way. Do you disagree? I don't know. I just thought it was. I just thought it was better for, like, if someone got Russia last time, it'd be kind of mean to screw them with Russia again, or Turkey or whatever, like whatever one they don't like.
Russia's an underrated power, and
Oh yeah, totally.
I'll die on that hill.
But if
yeah,
someone
sorry,
doesn't,
continue.
if someone really doesn't like a specific power,
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
they shouldn't have to play it twice in the finals.
Yeah.
That's all.
All right, we've got a fall
So-
turn if we want to.
Okay. So
Okay.
if Turkey or Italy is one of those people and England isn't, it's perfectly possible for them to win.
Mhm.
If they're able to keep him around 13 or 14, which he's going to get to. He's going to be a 14 most likely.
Oh, Germany.
But Turkey can get up to
Why do
10.
you self-bounce? Why?
He's going to.
England does what they're supposed to do,
Okay.
right? Gets into
Yeah.
Picardy support, boring. Germany's like, Munich's my home.
Yeah, so now England can pull Leon and be mostly fine because he has a pseudo line around the mid-Atlantic, right?
Yeah, so I'm
Not
thinking
really
what
a
it can end as.
It's fine. Yeah, so he'll be fine. He gets Paris. He might get.
I think what
Munich.
it's.
No, he won't get Munich. So he ends on 14. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to end on 14. Germany's going to be at 1. And Turkey and Italy are going to be at 10 and 9, respectively, unless they try to stab each other.
Too late for that, I think.
Well, it's a 1912 game, so anything can happen. But I feel like Turkey has to wave here, otherwise he risks even more centers getting thrown to England. I probably wouldn't have the self-control to do it, but
It's hard to say, right? Because the thing is, once Turkey actually builds the unit, if he doesn't wave, then the best strategy for Italy, is to actually keep on defending against England, right? Like throwing everything back against Turkey is unlikely to achieve anything for Italy. It's just going to reduce his score.
right.
So there's that sort of time commitment thing where like Italy can threaten to like throw to England if Turkey builds, but like will he actually carry through with it? Because like it hurts. Like it hurts your score a lot when you want to play that way. Like it's deterrence, and it's arguable how effective it is. I've had a few experiences with that myself. I'm not sure I would do it again.
Yeah.
So,
We're getting close.
but... Oh, he pulls north.
Huh?
Is that right? Yeah.
I mean,
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably pull Holland or something here, but
Yeah, north is the correct
it's
pull.
the farthest away. He can always move Holland back if he gets another build of an army. So.
I mean, it's last year, so I forgot
Last
about that. So seeing that, it's definitely.
Oh, it is.
This is the right pull. But Leon might just get
All right.
banded right now, like
That's
depending on how Italy plays it.
It's slightly awkward because Livonia left, So there's a weird world where Russia tries to throw to you, but I think Turkey wraps up Moscow
It's not
if
possible.
you
Because Turkey
attempt to
gets
go
into
for it. So
Ukraine, and
yeah,
then he has 3 on Moscow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He has. The only way is if never mind. So Turkey's moves here are Galicia to Ukraine support from Sev and Warsaw to Livonia and Silesia to Warsaw, or Silesia supports Munich or something.
I mean, he doesn't even
Probably
need to go to
Silesia Warsaw.
Livonia. Like Moscow's
Well, if
guaranteed.
England goes St. Pete to Livonia and Norway to St. Pete, then
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
can
that's
hold
true. That's
Moscow.
true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And getting Moscow increases your score quite a lot
Yep.
for Turkey.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
Fair.
it's like 5 points or something, which is
Yeah,
gonna
and it
would be
lowers England a
significant.
lot
It could be significant.
because of the tribute.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't think it's
I'm
adjudication.
not sure they have a spring yet.
It's next adjudication. They're going to the deadline.
It lowers England about 5 points too.
Yeah.
They're taking like 5.5 minutes ish every turn, and it's not reflected in the quality of the orders. I feel like, except for maybe England's God Getter. I don't know.
I guess I've said this in one of the channels before. I wish there was like an add-on where you could get like a tattletale of like average order amount length taken per country.
Yep. Okay, it's
Yeah.
adjudicated. So let me.
I've got to head off in like 5 minutes, so hopefully I get to see it in.
Hopefully.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
If you have to go before this thing ends, thanks for commentating. It's been great having you, Pixie.
Oh, that's very
That's been
kind.
awesome.
It's been a pleasure to meet people, to be honest. And I mean, the quality of play's been nice too, of course. But
I love how you were just burst out laughing at that.
I was gonna say Ankara's heading to Romania no matter what this turn.
Oh
It's
crap,
like
did I skip the spring accidentally? Yeah, okay, here we are.
that was
Turkey.
always going there. There was never a question.
That's an okay set.
Lol.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Never
Turkey's gonna
close.
get up to 11, and Italy's gonna be at 8, and he could give Spain to England if he wanted to.
I think there might be a guess where Italy can only drop 1 to Turkey, but let's see. Paris, Burgundy. All right, well, Germany did something kind of right.
Yeah, I mean, if Italy does Budapest back to Trieste supported by Venice, then he guarantees only losing Budapest.
Yeah,
So that's
something.
fine.
I think we could stare at the fall, honestly, because we're just trying to guess what people do, right?
So congratulations to Germany, who did the correct orders to not die. So he is going to keep Munich this year, and so survive the game. Well done, Germany.
And it's still possible for Germany to win the tournament. If never mind, sorry, it's not, because he wouldn't have been Germany last time. I'm sorry, I gave him false hope. Unless Gorilla messed up and gave him the same country twice, it's impossible.
I will say the Germany this game did not play like the Germany last game. So, but I guess strange things are possible in diplomacy. Never say never, right?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So what? Moscow, that's gone. Ebert.
Moscow's gone.
Yeah, clicking, clacking. What are we looking at?
Oh, I've already got it. So
wonderful.
England at 14, Turkey at 10, or Turkey at 11, Italy at 8, Germany at 1. So England scores 42, Turkey scores 25, Italy scores 21, and Germany scores 10. Which means that either Italy or Turkey, all they have to do is be any of the powers from last round, and have England not be one of those powers, and then they win, unless the other one is also that. And then Germany's out, along with all the people who were eliminated this round.
It's adjudicated.
Unless there's still a possibility. It's still possible for Austria, France, or Russia to have won the tournament if England, Italy, and Turkey are not any of the powers from last round. It's still possible. So if any of those 3 was Germany, they win the tournament. If none of those other people were drew in the last game.
We're about to find out anyways, because presumably somebody's kept track of all the identities. But Italy did the incorrect orders.
Gorilla can just end the game.
Yeah. Turkey could have guessed that Italy would assume that Albania would make a supported attack on Trieste, which I think is a reasonable guess from Italy to assume that they do. Of course, you have to assume they also make the better orders, maybe, but
I mean, you have a guaranteed order set that guarantees only losing Budapest. I think trying to keep Budapest with something like this is just very overly ambitious, right? Like, there's not a chance in hell, I think, that Turkey fails to take even 1 dot from you with this setup.
but maybe you have to make that risk. You don't, because I don't know if you're playing this game or like, are you really trying to update the calculator? Maybe you're like, maybe Italy is one of the 3 draw people, and you're kind of like, I don't know what I need, but maybe I need to be, equal with Turkey, right? Because the scores were so close between Austria and Italy in the last game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I mean,
we can speculate everything.
let's see.
Like I said.
Yeah, if they were about 3 points different, they were 3 points different, Austria and Italy. Austria was 3 points over Italy in the last game, and now they're like 4.5 different Turkey between Italy and Italy. So if they like swap positions, then it's possible that. Anyway.
Congrats, Pez, and Pez immediately says thanks. So don't need to wait for any identity reveal. Pez has won.
I was gonna say, I have to leave, but I'll check my phone to see whatever nonsense goes down in Discord.
Cool. Thanks for coming along, Pixie.
Thanks for having me.
Great.
See you this afternoon. Like I'll be alive. I'll be around.
Yep. See you soon. So wow, it's just.
Well, if Pez survived in the second game and was Germany in the first game, he wins. So.
Statement from Pez.
And Gorilla hasn't ended the game
misordered
yet,
on convoys are a classic of Speedboat finals. Yeah, I mean, if you misorder a convoy once, maybe that's Ed. If you misorder a convoy 3 times, that's only Pez. But nobody else.
Yeah.
He did it in the last. He did it in the last final too.
Oh, is he England? Damn.
I think he was also England.
Come on, Gorilla, end the freaking games.
Ordering. Yeah, tell Gorilla to end the game.
He can't be both England and Germany. That's how Pez would win. I did already. He's doing it slowly.
The game is done.
He was England.
Yep.
We'll see who he was in the first game.
And
Ed possible.
Ed was Germany. You could pretty much see that one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, very fair.
And Riaz was Austria, obviously.
Yep.
Borge was Italy. Not a surprise.
I mean, I didn't even think about who Italy was, but it could have been.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess. Oh well. I guess Pez can walk away with another Nexus victory, and and we can all But I'm voting Pez for the Defenestration Award, or like England in this game. Do you have any other take, Eber?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
He should always win that award. I always want to throw him out a window.
Unanimous vote, yay. Okay.
I mean, there's only 2 of us now. I guess Pixie put in his word on that one too.
Yeah. I'm sure he cast the vote in spirit. All right.
How long does it take to end a backstabber game?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
This is great. Bye.